Hi, I'm Matthew McGarity, and I'm here to talk about the art of caregiving. So I'm here tonight to tell you a story about me, my family, one incredibly crappy set of circumstances, and the resolve that we have to overcome them. I want to start with Jen. She's my wife and my best friend. She's an artist of great talent, a lover of baking and animals. She's insufferably sweet, nicest person you'll ever meet. And although she's 40 years old, you'd never know it by looking at her. Another thing you'd never know by looking at Jen, that she has an incurable, sometimes devastating neurological disease that affects every aspect of our lives. In her early 30s, Jen started suffering from unexplained numbness on the right side of her body. Doctors looked in her head and they thought they saw a tumor. So after several tests, including exploratory brain surgery, the doctors found nothing. Several months later, several tests later, they had a diagnosis: multiple sclerosis. MS is an autoimmune disorder where the body attacks its own nervous system. This in turn damages the nerves and leaves lesions on the brain and spine, which can impair motor control and memory. A lot of people have MS, and the numbers are very significant. 350,000 Americans alone, with 50 new cases diagnosed every day. Chances are you've known somebody or heard of somebody with MS, but might not have even known it. In our family, we have a pet name for it: MFMS. Motherfucking MS. It affects everything. Like I mentioned, Jen's an artist, but she cannot draw as well because the MS affects that side of her body. She also suffers from fatigue, and because of this fatigue, it's because her body's attacking itself. It led to the difficult decision to where she had to leave a full-time job to stay at home and work part-time as a freelancer. It affects me too. I'm the sole wage earner, and I constantly worry what would happen if I lost my job. What happens if I lose our health insurance? And when Jen's too fatigued, I have to help take up the responsibility she normally has. Now, I don't mind doing that. It's just that the timing isn't always great. I've got my own things going on. As you all know, I'm very busy. And I get overloaded, and then I don't take care of myself, and then nobody's helped. So I don't want to start a pity party. I instead want to give you some insight into the art of caregiving. Lending support and encouragement to those who need it, while in turn acknowledging the caregiver also needs the same themselves. Now, caregiving means different things to different people. To me, it means watching our son Zachary so my wife can get some rest. She gets some rest, recharges her batteries, and then she can get the things done that she needs and wants to. It's just a constant balancing act in our family. My head running coach gave me this great quote: "You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond." He drilled that into my head over several years of marathon training. It was originally to teach us how to learn how to control our running experience, which can involve accepting the limitations, but then making the most of them. Jen's great at this. She does this every day with her own built-in honesty and optimism. I benefit from her example. I learned to be less of a pessimist, to stop being so angry at the circumstances and the luck that we have, and instead make the most of it. So, in a way, I also have MS, but MS also doesn't have me. Michael J. Fox gives Jen one of her favorite quotes: "What my doctors didn't tell me is that the 10 years of coming to terms with my illness would have been the best 10 years of my life. Not in spite of my illness, but because of it." 10 years ago, Jen was told that she had a tumor in her head. At that moment, she gained a clarity that can only come from somebody of authority telling you that you may die. And like a lance, she said, "Tell me what it is so I can kick its ass." We're lucky in a way. We're very lucky. Jen was young when she got that news. And most people don't get that kind of perspective until they're older in life and they can't do much about it. So the little things just don't matter as much anymore. Jen's MS is under control, and we have insurance which helps pay for the treatment of her condition. The state of Texas stepped in to help buy computer equipment to start her business. She gets to take some naps, but most importantly, she gets to also stay home and watch our young son grow up. So our journey has been trying to keep that perspective alive, which has understandably faded over the years. We're not always the best at it, and we're not perfect, but that's not the point. It's about balance, control, and gratitude. Thank you very much.